Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. And he'll find Portman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Eason sets to throw it. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Here's Eason to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Eason looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, Tucker. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Tucker. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. And that's what he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Tucker. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 41-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Tucker. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Now, 3rd and 13.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tucker. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Now it goes a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Eason. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have the Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Knocked away. It's incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. And his throw here is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 about the 4. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
That's the score. Colts 7, Titans 0. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Yardage back to the 29. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run with Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Colts on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. From the gun, Tucker. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Again, Tucker. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. Andy Isabella, 85 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Following the fumble recovery, Tucker eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. First throw for the backup, Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tucker. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive a little more up in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Eason. Campbell making the catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's the option. He'll pitch it back. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Second and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better you be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Here's Henry. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On first down, Jacob Eason. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Brandon McManus set.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
They're on 23-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep it with Henry on first down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Penny. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Let's get it poppin', let's get it poppin'.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And they scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Eason gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
Eason's
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Eason. Blitz coming and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They have a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just lock people down.
And pass the before he's out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they take his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes this all and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10, it's Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. From the shotgun. Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To throw on 2nd down. Tucker. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, I need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. He finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw. Eason. He gets it left side to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and 10, Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And look at this, big game by 5. It's picked up by the Titans. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Colts 14.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a form of the...
And he fouled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. An extra point attempt to follow here. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Eason off the play fake. They'll get this one to Pittman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Taylor. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Colts 30, Titans 22.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, Tucker flushed out right, going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. 28. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. To throw again. Eason looking for him again. This time it's complete. He's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go to the ground again with Taylor. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Screenplay, Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Today's final.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really a stellar performance.
So for Indianapolis, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Titans, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.